and with another movie review. This time I decided to look at one of the holiday classics that I usually watch year after year, and that was the DTV release Belle's Enchanted Christmas. Granted, it's not so good as the original Beauty and the Beast, but it does give you an interesting insight into the Beast's past, which I really enjoyed. And of course, there are some new characters. We've got an exquisite villain named Forte, who is voiced by one of my favorite actors, Tim Curry. Woohoo! Um, we have another character named Fife, who is voiced by Paul Rubens, and I really like Fife's character because he's contradicted, but in the end, he learns the truth for himself. I'm not going to say what that truth is, but the only thing about that particular part is it's all too obvious where he's going to end. But as far as the movie goes, I think this is fairly passable. I would give it at least 3 stars. The songs are good. The only song I didn't care for that much was Forte's song, because it just doesn't feel like a villain song that much, and it was sort of annoying, I felt. That's just my opinion. I think that the best songs in the whole movie are Stories and As Long as There's Christmas, which has a very moving reprise near the end, and it always makes me cry. As far as DTVs go, I think this is, it's okay. I enjoyed it. The only thing that kind of made me scratch my head a little bit was, and I hope I don't sound racist, but why the heck do you have a Jewish axe in France? I mean, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this character. This character is the comedy relief for the whole film, and he's absolutely hysterical. I just adore him, as his lines just crack me up every single time I see it. And I don't know how many times I've seen this film, but every time I watch it, the axe just has me busting a gut laughing. So, how on earth did a Jewish axe end in France? That's the only thing I ask you. Beyond that, that's my only real nag, other than the fact that the animation is kind of lacking. It's better than other DTVs, mind you. But it just doesn't have the same feel that Beauty and the Beast did. Of course it can't, because it's DTV. What do you expect? This is just one of those, well, let's just see if we could get a Christmas video out there. And yeah, it does have good messages in it, and it has a great moral to it, which I really enjoy, and I think it's a really great Christmas movie. It has a lot of fond memories for me. But beyond that, it doesn't add up to the expectations of somebody who, say, had recently seen Beauty and the Beast. And yeah, that's just the whole problem with DTV sequels. And that Disney is a little bit money hungry. Other than that, it's a pretty passable film, and it's well worth looking into. It's got all the good messages that you would come to expect from a Disney film, and the animation's not half bad, granted. And the original cast is back, which I like, but the writing is just, sometimes I just thought, ugh. If you come on, where they they get these writers? Are these writers 10 years old? Or, wait, no, 10-year-old could write better than this. No offense. But they just, the writing is atrocious. And that's the only other nitpick I have. But beyond that, I really enjoy Belle's Enchanted Christmas, and I think that it's well worth a look. I know it kind of falls flat in spots, but it's a really great Christmas film, and it'll get you into the spirit, and all the messages that come from it, I think, are worthwhile. And of course, it has a happy ending. Good triumphs over evil. I won't really say how that happens, but the only other issue I had with this was the actual battle against good and evil. It just sort of left me feeling kind of blah. I thought it would have been more like Gaston versus the Beast. You're not gonna get that here. But there's some there is some interesting CGI involved in the film with Forte, I thought. Beyond that, there really isn't that much to take away from the film, other than I don't think it did so well as its predecessor, which is understandable. But it's definitely well worth looking into. So if you have a chance to watch it, or if you know somebody who has a copy of it, then watch it, because it's not available. I think it's available on DVD, but it's probably in the vault by now. So if you do have a chance to get it, it would probably be better purchased on eBay if you could find it, because I think it's really rare. But it's definitely well worth a look, and it will get you into the whole Christmas spirit, and I think that itself is worthwhile.